and let's also look at this model of industry standard bargaining and use it to solve the chronic low pay that exists in New Zealand. Sir, I commend this bill to the House.
I call Barbara Kuriger.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's a pleasure to stand and take a call on this third reading of the Care and Support Workers Pay Equity Settlement Bill. For the last 2 weeks, the Health Select Committee has been part of a very focused process, and we've heard a lot over the last 2 weeks about the lead up to this process. And again, it must be it's a great day to celebrate for all of us, but for Christine Bartlett, a special mention here because Christine was the lady that brought this to bear. But what I want to say is we talk about quick processes, and it has been a very quick process, but it's been a very thorough process. It's been a very considered process by the Select Committee and the engagement of parties all across the House to ensure that we got this reported back to the House on time so that we could be here today doing this final third reading so that we could move on with the job. So as the last speaker said, it is a day to celebrate. It's in the vicinity of $2 billion. To pay out 55,000 care workers, very deserving care workers who look after approximately 110,000 of New Zealand's most vulnerable people. It's very rewarding to stand here and to be able to speak on this reading because I can't think of a more deserving bunch of people to be accepting this payment. I just want to, because we've done really much the last piece of the process, I think it's worth making note and commendation to all of those people who negotiated in this process. There's always a bit of give and take. There would have been give and take on both sides, and I think it's really commendable that this process has been brought to us in the House. I also want to say it's always a pleasure to be part of the Health Select Committee, and the last couple of weeks have been no exception. It's a good Select Committee, and we work well when we've got jobs to do, and particularly one under pressure. I want to make note again of the officials. I know this has been said time and time again, but we often sent them away and said, look, can you report back to us at a certain time? And every time they did, they've done a fantastic job. They worked hard. And I also just want to make note of the submitters that came to the process as well too, because they came in with a very focused agenda and were very certain about the submissions that they wanted to make. They were very aligned, and it made such a huge difference, and it was a big help to the process that we just undertook. So, Mr Speaker, it's a pleasure to commend this bill to the House. Thank you.
Jan Logie.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.